Hi, this is Quek here. Welcome to another session of my video. In today's session, I would like to talk about internet marketing. And the topic is how to generate traffic from Facebook. Alright, now, if you are having any business online whatsoever, alright, then you need to get traffic to your website or to your store. Without traffic, there will not be any transaction or any sale whatsoever. So you need to generate traffic, and Facebook is one of the good way to generate traffic to your website, to your blog, or to your e-commerce store. All right, so basically why do we use Facebook then? Why do we use Facebook? I think the most important reason is because Facebook has got more than 2.45 billion members. That is a lot. That means you can have a lot of reach, for your traffic. Okay, so it's important to realize that 2.45 billion is a lot. All right, of course, when you're talking about 2.45 billion, a small proportion of that is inactive, and those people that are not really targeted whatsoever. Okay, now the second thing is that in Facebook, you can create your own audience. This is so important, all right? You can create your audience. What it means that who do you want to target is important, all right? So Facebook allow you to create your own audience. For example, let's say you are in, let's say personal development, okay? So you can create your audience, all right? Your audience are people who are interested in personal development, interested in self-help, in motivation, and so on. And also, you can target the people who are popular or famous for personal development. You can even target people like Tony Robbins, Zig Ziglar, others like, Jim Rohn, and so on. So basically, you can create your own audience. Select the people that you want to target. Okay, so that's important. The third thing is that, Facebook have got an audience inside. If you have a Facebook advertising account, you can log in, and from the audience inside, you can check a lot of statistics and data there, whereby you can see statistics, and you can also see demographic. All right, in terms of, you key in the keywords. Let's say you're talking about just the personal development, you go in, and then after that you can choose what country you like, and then it will show you the demographic, how many percentage is female, what percentage is male, and also in terms of age group, and so on. So basically, there are a lot of information from this audience inside, all right, which is provided free of charge by Facebook. Once you have an account, advertising account, you can log in and you can have a look at the audience inside. Okay, the other thing is that the cost of advertising in Facebook is quite reasonably cheap. All right, it's quite reasonably cheap. You can get as low as 5 cents per click, or some people, especially those who are using video, it could go down to as low as 2 cents per click, which is quite good. All right, compared to if you go to LinkedIn or even Google AdWords, it is very expensive. It could be a few dollars per click. All right, so basically, Facebook advertising is still reasonably cheap, okay? And the other thing is that, you pay only when your prospect take action, all right? That means you only pay when your prospect take action. Take action means here that they click on your link, or they like, or whatever it is, once they take action, then you pay for it. All right, so that is very good, because you are not wasting a lot of money from those people who just, view your site. All right, so basically, once they click and go to your site, then you pay, of course, upon click. Okay. The other thing is that what is good about Facebook is that they allow you to do retargeting. Retargeting is very effective. What it means here is very simple. Okay, you create an audience, all right, and once you put a code on your website, and when you advertise on Facebook, when people go to your website, okay, they will be cookied into the audience. Okay, that means these are the people who have interest. That's why they click and go to your website. Are you with me? So what happens is that you can advertise to them again. All right, to follow up with them again, because you created an audience. You can retarget this audience, people who have visited your website. So in this way, it's good because you are targeting people who have interest, because they show interest by visiting your website, although they didn't buy from you at the moment. So you can follow up. if you see on Facebook, right, if you visit some of the advertisement, and later on you will see that, you know, the advertisement follow you wherever you go. It will still appear on your timeline. Okay, so that is what why it is good to use Facebook. Okay, when I talk about Facebook here, I'm talking about paid advertisement. Okay, I'm not going to talk about the free one whereby you do your posting and you go to groups and fan pages and so on. Here we're talking about advertising, Facebook advertising. Okay, now the disadvantage is this. All right, you need to have knowledge. All right, you need to know what you're doing, because if you do not know what you're doing, then you're going to waste a lot of money on Facebook. All right, because it's not going to be targeted and it's very ineffective and so on. You're going to lose a lot of money. So you need to know what you're doing. All right, and secondly, that is important, is that Facebook is very, very strict. You got to follow the advertising policy or guideline. All right, if you do not follow it, you know, your account can be shut down. Your advertising account can be shut down. Now, I know of a lot of people outside there, even the internet marketers, the gurus and so on, their accounts are shut down. All right, and once your account is shut down, then you have a big problem there. All right, so you cannot advertise anymore. So it's important to be able to understand what are the guidelines and so on, what can be done, what cannot be done. All right, so that, you know, you don't violate the terms of agreement of Facebook, and you know, your accounts will be safe. Okay, so that is the disadvantages. Now, what do you need in order to advertise? All right, in order to advertise on Facebook, these are some of the things that you need. Number one, you need to have graphic, because you have to put your picture there. Okay, a graphic, and the graphic can be created by yourself using Photoshop, or you can go to a site like I always recommend, Canva, C-A-N-V-A, canva.com. It's a free site whereby you can create your own cover there, advertising banner or whatever it is, you can create on Canva for free. Okay, so you need to have a graphic. Okay, and of course there are certain dimensions that is required for your graphic, and if you go to Canva, you just choose Facebook advertising and so on, and it will be the correct size. All right. Now, the other thing about Facebook is that your graphic there, okay, Facebook only allow you to put 20% of text as all. That means if you got a graphic, a picture, you cannot put text more than 20%. If you have text that's more than 20%, they will not approve your advertisement. Okay, so remember that it is less than 20% of text. Of course, you can go and check. Facebook has got a tool whereby you can check how many percent, whether it is exceeded the 20% or not. Okay, so it's important to remember that. Okay, the other thing about graphic as well, Facebook do not like or do not allow you to show picture, especially for those people in weight loss. You know, you show picture before and picture after. This before and after picture, Facebook will not approve it, that's for sure. Okay, now the other thing is that, which is getting very popular today, is using videos. So you got to create video to advertise video on Facebook. All right, and the video must be something that's interesting, and it need be very short, that's all. People don't have time to look for half an hour video or 20 minutes video, so the video must be catchy and interesting, and probably only 2 minutes or less than 2 minutes, that's all. A very short video will do. Okay, that is what is important. So you need to have a video if you want to use advertising for video, and also you need to have a fan page. Most of you will have a profile page on Facebook. All right, you need to have a fan page, or what we call a business page, because you got to use a business page or a fan page to advertise. Okay, if you don't have a fan page, it's very simple, just create a fan page. It need not be active at all. You just use that page to advertise. Okay, so you need to have a fan page to advertise on Facebook. Okay, now what's important in your advertisement as well is the headline and the description. All right, now if you have a graphic that's interesting, that's good, but you need to have a description that is interesting as well, that people will will stop and click on your ad. All right, so description must be interested, must be attention grabbing. All right, attention grabbing, and mostly people use is question. You know, they ask question. Okay, like simple, let's say in weight loss, how do you like to lose 15 pounds within 1 month or something like, within 30 days or something like that. All right, make it interesting. Okay, that is headline description. And the most important thing is that you must have a link to your website, because the whole idea is to bring the Facebook member to your website or to your blog. So make sure you check the link. All right, check your link, and also be careful to make sure that the link is correct, and if possible, track your link as well, so that you know how many people click and so on, all right? But that is important. You need to have a link, okay? And lastly, of course, this is important. You need to have your credit card, okay? You open an account there, you need to input your credit card detail inside there, so that Facebook will charge you, all right, for the advertisement, all right? And when you talk about advertisement, you can choose how much you want to advertise a day, all right? You can choose how many US dollar you want to advertise a day, and most people will go for the lower one with $5 a day, all right? But don't be surprised, some people are putting thousands of dollars a day. Those people who are advertising a lot, all right? Of course, they're making money as well. So it is important to realize that, you know, how much you decide to advertise. I suggest that you start with, say, $5 or even $2 for that matter, all right? Because once your advertisement account exhausts the $5 or $2, it will stop there, all right? So that is very important to control how much you spend, or else if you don't put a limit there, you know, by the time you realize it is a few $1,000s, okay? The other thing is that, you know, what are the types of ads? Let's have a look. What are the various types of ads you can advertise on Facebook, okay? Number one is the right column ad. If you see on your Facebook timeline, all right, on the right side, okay, you can see some ad there, okay? Those are called right column ad, okay? The other one is what we call the timeline ad. Timeline. You see in your timeline, you see a post, all right? It's just a normal post, a picture or whatever, a post, right? But it is an advertisement, all right? And the way to find out whether it's advertisement or not, if you look at the post, the picture, all right, on top of that you can see sponsored, okay? There is wording there, sponsored. That means it is a paid ad, all right? Somebody paid for that. So when you click on it, all right, and go to the website, then the person who advertised will have to pay for it, depending on how much per click, okay? The other thing is video ad. Now, video is very, very important, because Facebook already mentioned that, you know, in the near future, everything will be all video, all right, in Facebook as well. You know, they're going to, you know, get video to be very, very important. So basically, video ad is very important. And also, at the moment, I believe that video ad is the cheapest of all, okay? Probably if you do a video ad and so on, it can cost you only about few cents, all right, maybe 3 cents a click, you know, which is low compared to others could be at least 15 cents or even 20 cents per click, all right? But if you talk about video, it can be as low as 3 cents, 2 cents, because Facebook is trying to encourage people to use video, okay? The other thing is, of course, Instagram as well belong to Facebook, all right? Instagram belongs to Facebook now, and of course, you can also advertise through Facebook, advertise on Instagram, okay? But of course, I would suggest that you exclude Instagram if you are advertising on Facebook, all right? You want to advertise Instagram, you go to Instagram, advertise on Instagram, right? But in Facebook advertisement, you can also choose to advertise on Instagram as well, okay? Now, the other thing is that you can also advertise to boost your post, all right? That means advertise for likes, advertise for followers, and so on, all right? So you can do that as well. That's why, you know, sometimes if you got a fan page, let's say for those people who have a fan page, you want to get a lot of followers, you can advertise as well. You can boost a post, all right? When you put a post into the fan page, and the post have got a lot of interaction, a lot of engagement, you can use that and boost it, all right? Boost it, that means you ask Facebook to help you to get people to like and to follow your post, and also, of course, your fan page, all right? And you pay them for it, or everything. You see, the whole idea, you must understand that when you do a post, right, you may have, say, you may have 2,000 followers, all right? You have 2,000 followers. When you make a post, all right, it will not be seen by all the 2,000 followers. Previously, yes, but now, the number of followers that are going to see your post is much, much lower than that. I'm not sure what's the percentage like, but it's very, very low. So in order for you to get a lot of people to view your post, then you pay Facebook for the advertisement, and Facebook will do it for you. The moment you pay for it, you know, Facebook is collecting money from you, and they will help you to, you know, expose your post to a lot of people there, okay? So that's one way to do it, all right? So here is all about advertising on Facebook. I hope that you learned something here. I believe that if you are having a business, whatever business, all right, you need to advertise, And one of the avenue for advertising is using Facebook. A lot of people are advertising on Facebook. That's why Facebook is free, right? You can use Facebook for free. They earn their money from the advertisement, all right? Advertisement platform earns them a lot of money, and basically, I know people who spend, even millions of ringgit every single month advertising on Facebook. But of course, when you spend million, you're going to earn a lot more than that, right? So, like I said previously, right? If you pay $1, all right, and you get back $2, will you keep on putting in $1? Of course, you keep putting $1 because every $1 will give you $2 back. Who won't do that? All right. So it's not how much you advertise, how much is your return like. That's very important. Okay. So I hope that you learned something here. All right. Let me summarize for you. Why do you use Facebook? Because of the exposure. 2.45 billion members there. You can create audience. You can also have audience insight, which you can check the statistics and the demographic. It is reasonably cheap, all right, and then you pay only when your prospective action, and you can do retargeting there as well, okay. Then of course the disadvantage is that you need to know what you are doing, or else you're going to waste a lot of money. And also Facebook is very strict, remember that, okay. And what you need to have photo, right, graphic, you need to have video, fan pages, to advertise on your fan page. You need to have a good headline and description to be able to capture people attention and so on. And of course, you're going to include your link there as well. Make sure that you check your link, that is a correct link, and you're going to have a credit card that you put inside the account, okay. And of course, the various types of ad are right column ad, it can be dark post, it can be video ad, it can be lead ad, it could be Instagram, and it also can advertise to boost your post for engagement, or also to get followers and so on. Okay, so I hope that you learned something here. Of course, I'm not going to go in, I won't be able to go into much detail because it will be very technical, and I can't be talking to you to show you all the detail. I need to do a webinar with all the PowerPoint slides and so on, and go online to show you. So here in this Facebook Live, this is what I can show you. All right, and I hope that you learned something. So if you like what you hear and see, please feel free to like, to share, and to comment. I appreciate it very much. And don't forget, all right, in social media like Facebook, engagement is very, very important. So be engaged, all right? Be engaged to like, to share, or to comment. And I appreciate that very much, okay? I thank you for your time that you spent with me here. And I will see you again tomorrow for another session of my video, whereby tomorrow I'm going to talk about the topic of network marketing, okay? So that's all from me. This is Richard Quek from Malaysia, wishing you good night and goodbye.